Be careful. Whatever the practical questions I'm doing on the basis of graphics. I made some outlines of the question. But in examination, you will find the text of the question. So I strongly advise you to make the outlines of the question first, then you start solving it. I mean to say start making journal entries. Let's take one more practical question. Suppose A sells goods to B on credit on 1st January 2012 for rupees 1000 and B accepts a bill for the same. And on 1st February 2012, A sends the bill to his bank for collection. And on due date, the bill was dishonored and the amount of noting charges was rupees 50. So let's calculate the due date first, because the bill was written or bill was made or accepted on 1st January 2012 for 3 months. And what will be the due date? The due date will be 1st April 2012. Now add 3 days of grace. Now the due date will be 4th of April 2012. In this question, the bill has been sent to the bank for collection. I have already explained you that any person can send the bill to the bank, but his own bank. If you have got the bill of exchange accepted by someone, you can't go to any unknown branch or unknown bank. Yes, you can go to your own bank, and most likely nowadays every bank is providing this facility. I mean to say this collection facility. What it means, on the due date, bank will collect the money from B and will deposit the cash in your account. So when this bill was sent to bank for collection on 1st February, B will be informed immediately. So on due date, B will go to A's bank and will pay the cash. But in this situation, B couldn't go to bank of A and the bill was dishonored. Means bill was not met, or bill was not paid, or bill was not honored, whatever you like. So let's see who was the holder of the bill at the time of maturity. I mean to say on due date. On due date, who was keeping the bill? Bank was keeping the bill. So who will go to notary public for the noting of dishonoring of bill? Naturally, bank will go there. Always holder pays the noting charges, because holder has to go to the notary public. So in this situation, bank is the holder, bank will go to the court, bank will pay the noting charges of rupees 50. But be careful. Bank doesn't know B. A is the customer of bank. If bank pays rupees 50, bank will recover this money from A. So how the bank will recover? Bank has got the account of A. Bank will immediately take rupees 50 from the account of A. And A will recover this money from B, because ultimately this expense to be borne by B, because this is the fault of B, not of A, not of bank. Now let's draw journal entries. In the books of A, on 1st January 2012, goods were sold, so journal entry will be B to sales rupees 1000. On the same date, bill was drawn by A, so journal entry will be BR to B rupees 1000. Then on 1st February 2012, the bill was sent by A to his bank for collection purpose. So what will be the journal entry? Bill for collection account debit to BR. Bill for collection account is a temporary account. It must be closed on due date, whether the bill is paid or unpaid. So bill for collection account has been debited today. I mean to say on 1st February 2012. On due date, I mean to say on 4th of April 2012, it must be credited. I mean to say this account must be closed. So be careful. And one thing more, when the bill was sent to the bank for collection, A will have to inform B immediately about this activity, that your bill, I mean to say the bill accepted by you has been sent to this and this bank, and on due date, please go to this bank and pay the money. And on 4th of April 2012, he will get information from bank. I mean to say, A will get the information from bank that the bill is dishonored and we have paid rupees 50 as noting charges, and this money has been recovered from your account. So A will get the information. What he will do, the journal entry, he will do B debit 1050. You know, if you are going to debit any personal account in your books, it means you are going to make him or her debtor. Debtor means the money you have to recover in future. So from B, you have to debit 1050. Number one, the face value of bill plus the amount of noting charges. What is the face value of bill? 1000, and noting charges 50. So total amount will be debited 1050. To bill for collection account, rupees 1000. I have already told you, bill for collection account is debited when the bill is sent, and it must be credited at the time of maturity, whether the bill is paid or unpaid, means bill is honored or dishonored, but this account must be closed. So B, to bill for collection. To bank account. To bank account means there is reduction in the balance of bank, because A knows now that 50 rupees have been taken from my account. So my bank balance has gone down. So what he will do? To bank account. It means he has made the payment through his bank. So overall the journal entry will be B debit 1050 to bill for collection account rupees 1000 to bank account rupees 50. So what will be the narration? Being bill sent to the bank for collection was dishonored and noting charges were rupees 50. One thing more. About the value of noting charges, I mean to say the amount of noting charges will be duly informed to B and by A. I mean to say A will inform B that you couldn't pay the bill on due date, so my bank has paid rupees 50 as noting charges. Now, what he will do in B's account? I mean to say A will prepare B's account in his books. So let's prepare B's account or B's ledger. So we have to do the ledger posting on the basis of the above journal entries. And first journal entry, B was debited. So you debit B account in the ledger posting. Two sales, rupees 1000 on 1st January, and then BR to B. B has been credited. It means B will be credited in the ledger posting. So by BR, rupees 1000. Then on 1st February, bill for collection to BR. B is not involved, so leave it. Then B debit 1050 to bill for collection to bank account. So B has been debited by 1050. So he will be debited in the ledger posting. So what will be the ledger posting? To bill for collection 1000 to bank 50. In this way, B has been debited by 1050. So what will be by balance CD? 1050. So B is carrying debit balance in the books of A. It means B is our debtor by rupees 1050. It means we have to recover 1050 from B. Now, journal entries in the books of B. I'm going to make the journal entry just parallel of A journal entry so that you feel more convenient and it becomes more effective. So on 1st January, suppose if you are B, what you have done? You have purchased goods on credit basis. So what will you do? Purchases account debit to A. On 1st January, what did you do? You accepted a bill, means you gave a bill signed by you to A. So journal entry will be A to BP, rupees 1000. And on 1st February 2012, A sent the bill to bank for collection and you got the information. Naturally, when you get the information about the collection, you won't make any journal entry. Then on due date, you couldn't pay the bill, and now you know that 50 rupees will be paid by you in future to A, because these are the noting charges. Ultimately, it will be borne by you. So what will you do? Noting charges debit rupees 50, because this is your expenditure. So debit all expenses and losses. What is the name of this expense? Noting charges, rupees 50. And what you have to do? one entry more you have to do, that is the reverse of bill entry, that will be BP to A. So overall journal entry will be BP to A plus noting charges debit. By rupees 50, BP will be debit rupees 1000, to A 1050. So what is the meaning of this journal entry? Means today I have incurred the expense of rupees 50, BP is cancelled by rupees 1000, and A is my creditor by rupees 1050. So what will be the narration? Being bill dishonored and noting charges were rupees 50. Very simple.